Ahoy, Hexican pirates! Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate's FN Hangout. Captain RG3, barely back from Vegas. Oh man, what a week it's been. I am beat down, tired. I literally just got in. Like, I didn't even start the show. I got up here and it was already started. So that's how late I've been. What a weekend. Let's see. Do I have sound? Everything looking good? I don't even know if anything's working tonight, to be honest. Let me see. I'm going to turn the YouTubers on. Oh, don't want that. But anyway, looks like everything's good, except for the focus on my, let's see. It's got to be the damn, hold on one second, guys. Is it this? Let's see. No, it's not. It has got to be something to do with this camera. Anyway. Oh, well, we're not going to worry about it too much. I'm not worried about the out of focus. So what a week it was. What an event we had out there. The Hexicans all came together, met, took care of business, exchanged. Maddie's event, the what do we call it? The Great Hexican Meetup or something. I don't know. Went well. DS, they gave us a couple of awards for streaming, being part of the community. Appreciated that. Thank you so much. There was a bunch of people there that I have not met before. That was really cool. Got to go to Nagabo's party. Anybody who went to Nagabo's party knows that was probably one of the most epic events, Hexican events ever. I can't even speak straight. And also thanks Freddie Quotes for putting us up in your penthouse, and we hung out with Freddie and everybody else up there for another evening party. And then I'll tell you what, you Hexicans take what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas way too seriously. You guys know who you are. I'm not going to name it by name or you by name, but thank you. What an awesome few nights we had out there. Oh, okay. So welcome everybody to the chat room tonight. We've got a special announcement, and I'm not going to blow it because I'm going to let the other guys who literally have done all of the work on this. I think we're still waiting for Wales to show up. Shake your head. Is he coming in? Is he coming in? Okay, cool. So when Wales comes in, I'm bring KNTX up, and we'll make our announcement here. Well, there he is. All right. So I'm not gonna wait any longer because I am beat the hell up, and I want to bring these guys up. Let's see. What's up? How you guys doing?
What's up, gentlemen?
Did I get Wales? I was in the middle of getting on stream here.
Yeah. He was rolling out of bed real quick.
You heard that, right? All that click clacking. That's because I was slapping the headphones up against the wall and stuff.
So let me give you guys a hint about what this is about tonight.
My broker says, in the long run, that kind of investment could be a good idea. What's your broker say?
Well, my broker is E.F. Hutton. And E.F. Hutton says,
I love that. I literally remember that commercial.
Me too, man. I'm old enough for that one still.
Yep. I remember there's a few others I remember too that were E.F. Hutton from way back in the day.
Yeah. E.F. Hutton talks. Everybody listens.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. We're getting there.
I'm just putting this a ticker down here. We're gonna put a ticker here so we can do it. Go ahead, Captain, and give us a little lead-in.
I'm gonna preface this with kind of what this is about and why. So when Hex was launched, the first real crypto community was allowed to exist because all of the other crypto communities were just promise communities. There was no real crypto to back a community, and for the community to act, adopt, and behave like a real crypto community. See, because what was supposed to happen once the crypto was created was the community was supposed to come together and build on it and make tools and things available to the general public to grow its existence, to grow that crypto's existence, to grow its adoption, to grow its community, and build a better world on top of it, basically. Not necessarily change the whole world, but to build a better world using some of the tools that exist and creating new ones. So a lot of people have this totalitarian mentality or this total disruption mentality that everything's got to be blown up in order for it to be fixed. And that's not the case, guys. Crypto's here to solve a problem. It's not here to create a new one and a whole new existence. I know a lot of you think that. I understand. I really get it. Like everything is so messed up. You'd rather just kind of throw a grenade in a room, blow the whole thing up, and reorganize the room, right? Well, that's not necessarily how you have to do it. You need to go out and build better things on the tools that we've already, or on the platforms that we already have. For instance, we need a financial system. We do. It doesn't need to go away. You don't have to destroy the whole thing. You just got to build a better financial system. And that's what crypto's for. So the community is supposed to be responsible for building on top of a crypto. And here we are. When Discourse Syndicate launched, that's what we started doing. We started gathering like minds. We started gathering technologies. We started gathering people's intellectual property. And we started think tanking. And what happened was, and what I noticed in a lot of these green room discussions that we had and a lot of these think tank rooms that we had, was that most of us were like-minded and we wanted the same things. You know, we all agreed on about 90% of all the things that need to be done to make a better world. And so we just put our heads together and started growing and developing ideas that could help support, you know, a better world. And here we are today. So our announcement is going to be about just that. You know, we've already announced it. All of us here at Discourse Syndicate, behind the scenes of working on a project called MCA, Mountain Crypto Advisors, was to help people to keep, secure, and grow their wealth over time with legal protections here in the United States. And now we're trying to expand that elsewhere around the world. But that's what our first project was to secure everybody's money now with the systems that are in play. And that's what MCA is for. So I suggest to all of you who are looking to secure your wealth, grow it in the future, have some tax benefits and some legacy protections for your money so that you don't end up broke with just a fur coat, a broken down Lamborghini, and some beat up $5,000 tennis shoes, that you go and you check them out. Go to MCA, Mountain Crypto Advisors, and it's spelled funny, so you have to check it out. I think we can get
it's
that.
ERS. There's two ways to spell advisors. It's ERS or ORS. It's ERS.
I like it when I think everything has about 2 or 3 different ways to spell them, so I'm good with that. So go there and check out if it's for you. It may or may not be.
May not be for you.
May not be for you, but just go check it out. It might be your cup of tea. Anyway, so with that, we took the next steps, and tonight we're going to announce those next steps and what that is. And I'm going to let my partner Ken and my other partner Wales tell you guys about what it is that we're bringing to the market this time.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, these guys are going to just tell you what they've done. Let me just tip the hat to these guys a little bit. On top of all the work that they did with Mountain Crypto Advisors, and you know, we've been working on these products for the last year, traveling around. Wales, we've had him like shoved into a computer nonstop, digging up, you know, litigation law and numbers, and the man has been nonstop an animal, getting things done and putting what it is what we're going to put in front of the Hex community, just to the task. The man has done his homework. He's done his work, and my hat is off to him. Wales, thank you so much for all the work you've done. And also,
yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Serious, bro. I watch the all of our meeting rooms and stuff that you guys work in, and I know that you have to go away for 3 or 4 days doing research, and then you come back with all the answers, and you've done it while I've been on the road needing stuff, and you're brilliant, man, and I appreciate you, and you've done some really good work. So I know nobody's going to really see what you've done and the sweat equity that you've put into this. So I just want to make sure everybody knows how hard it is you've worked and how proud I am of you. So appreciate you, man. Thanks. Good job. And then the same to KNTX. Always working too hard, because I got to slow him down sometimes because he works too hard.
That's no lie.
If you ever seen the movie Billions, he's my Wags, man. He just is resilient and won't stop, freaking bulldog. And he's after everything for you guys. He wants what's best for the Hex community. And I know sometimes he may come across as the guy that may be punching you in the gut, but really he's punching you in the gut so he can give you something good, trying to get your attention. So anyway, my boy KNTX, hats off to you too for all the work that you have done with Wales and putting this thing together. So without any further ado and waiting any longer, you guys go ahead and make the announcement and tell everybody what this is all about.
Well, we have officially launched we had some holdups when we thought we officially launched it, but we have officially launched the Hex Investment Trust. It's a 506c registered private trust, available only to accredited investors. So this is only at this stage, until we go public, is only available to those who are considered accredited investors. We have a third party that can validate that for you. We have someone who can help onboard you. And so the beauty to all of this is that you guys are not alone. We are officially in the legacy finance system, guys. We are ready to do this, guys. We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to start putting a lot of buy pressure on the bid side of things when it comes to buying Hex off of Uniswap. So we're really excited. We've got this launch before Pulse came out. We're already processing things. So we will be able to take advantage of Hex, not only on Ethereum, but also the real Hex, the one on Pulse. So the one on Pulse chain. So we're going to have both sides of this, guys. And those of you guys who are accredited investors that invest now at this point in time are going to be able to get the outsized gains and returns before we go public. So we're really super excited about that. We are looking for at least 50 investors, individual investors or entities investing, because it is possible in the United States for entities to invest as well.
Legal persons.
Yes, legal persons. Exactly right. And we're looking to raise 10 million to start the process on the public trust.
Yeah,
so,
we got to close the door at 10 million. No option.
Yes. So we've had other people come to us and say, you guys need to wait a year to do this. No. We've got a path and a way forward that we can do this in a matter of months. Literally a matter of months, guys. We just need legacy finance money to come into this thing. Invest in Hex. It's going to be a replication of what Hex does, and it's going to be in the legacy finance system. So, Wales, would you like to add something, my friend?
Sure. So let's talk a little bit about what's actually going to happen in the plumbing, because this is what it's all about. Right. The whole purpose of everything that we're doing is to get capital flowing, to get Hex traction. Right. That's the whole purpose of this. So with MCA, the whole idea was you take a little slice of your pie, you make it grow on the fiat side. Now, what the hell are we doing with this here private vehicle that's 506c registered? Well, what we're doing here is that, we already know what Hex is. We already know how phenomenal it is. All we have to do is allow others to experience it in a way that's convenient for them. And that's what we've done with creating a similar Hex-like vehicle in fiat format. That's all it is. So it's going to work exactly like Hex does. Every dollar that comes in is going to be equivalent to what?
So 10, it's the one unit in our trust will be 10 Hex. Yes.
Every unit of Hex paper that's minted is going to be equivalent to 10 Hex being taken off the market, so to speak. So if there's 10,000 units of Hex Trust being created, you multiply that by 10, 100,000 units of Hex, gone. Because what's ultimately going to happen is that all of this Hex is going to be staked for the max.
Yep.
So what we've just done.
Now, elaborate
Go
on
ahead.
that a little bit so people understand that, Wells, and what that means for Hex, the price of Hex.
That was next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the
Let
whole
the
purpose
interviewer
of,
do his job, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
well, the whole purpose of this is that, you know, it's to lock Hex up.
Yep. So
You know,
we're replicating, what I want to say is we're replicating the OA. There's going to be an entity that always accumulates and provides buy pressure to the Hex price and never sells. It is not redeemable. There will be no redemptions.
So let me explain those things in layman's terms, because it took me like 4 meetings for me to understand this not redeemable and all this shit. What that means, guys, is the Hex that we're locking up in this fund is never coming out. It's like an OA. There will always be paper traded against it. Basically accredited paper, meaning that investors on the NASDAQ, right, guys? It's the NASDAQ.
That's where we're going to go when we go public, and there will be a ticker at that time. Yes.
So when we go public, NASDAQers, the guys out there trading on the markets who trust the market, will buy into crypto that way versus trying to have custody of their own coins. They don't like that. These investors, yes, exactly, grayscale. These investors like to use products that are guaranteed by the SEC to be products that have been vetted. So what we just did is we went through the vetting process, and that was the thing that Wells and KNTX have been doing, is getting us through the vetting process so that they can put this fund together.
Which, by the way, just to throw out disclaimer, we are not done, because there's more vetting for the private or for the public.
Yeah, they're not done working. They are working. This is just the first step, the first public announcement of what is going on here. So they still have more work to do. There's still hoops to jump through and fish to catch and all that kind of shit. But what they're doing is they're launching the private launch of this, but eventually what's going to happen is it's going to turn into an OA. Now, how does it, what I'm excited about is that what is Grayscale worth? How many hundreds of millions of dollars is Grayscale?
You mean
worth?
Billions? I think all of their
it brings
combined
hundreds of millions in every month, right? Or something like that, but it's worth billions.
Yes. Yeah, so their total on book with all of their specific trusts, and now their new DeFi ETF, they've got close to $50 billion on assets under management.
$50 billion. These people are aping into this thing with over $50 billion worth of value being added to it. So 50 billion. Now imagine that's just on price going up from a shitty crypto called Bitcoin. Imagine how excited these people on the market are going to be when they see a crypto that creates yield. I mean, that is going to be insanely valuable, and it's going to continue to lock up Hex and continue the perpetuation of the value of Hex going up itself. So yes, we're looking at some serious value coming into the NASDAQ with Hex.
Yeah, so one thing you guys got to know, just because we'll talk about it, because you guys have to know, because you guys are Hexicans, but nobody else will know this. When you read this document, if you ever read this document isn't going to state what you know Hex to be. And it's important you understand that, because we have to do it this way. It's the only way we slide this through. Because they can't know. Right? They can't know, because that's too much competition that they cannot afford.
Yep. So yes, there will be a pin warrior. There will be a retail option at some point. So when I say we're replicating what Hex does in the real world, we're just using Hex and the way that it works and its immutable code. We're going to be sharing the inflation reward.
Price action. Yeah,
well, it's the inflation rewards are going to be shared with them. So you guys are going to get as investors. And yes, it is. So I did see someone in here, and I think this is great. I'd love to talk about this. So I saw someone in here say, will it all be 555 in that case? And someone said, why max T-share rate needs to go up? That's not important. T-share rate will still go up. There's going to be other people outside of the system that still stake. So the T-share system will go up. What this needs to do is it needs to be profitable enough to bring more investors from legacy finance. You guys, you got to understand there's $120 trillion in legacy finance out there. Can you imagine just 1% of that coming into Hex?
1%.
So if you can,
equity markets are like
if you
50
can
trillion.
max, well, no, not the, well. There's derivatives too, man. The derivatives market and
that's a whole
equities
nother
and
beast.
bonds are
That's
all 120 trillion. That's legacy. All of that's legacy.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy to think. Yeah. So Wales is right on that. But so if you can make it enticing enough for those with money to come into this, and there's yield, and it's going to out yield anything else on the market, why do you care if the T-share rate goes up because of the Hex Investment Trust when the price of Hex is going up faster?
But the T-share rate isn't going to go up because of us.
No, it won't. It won't be because of us.
Because
no,
we're not ROI
outside. But that's what I just said. Is that people outside of the legacy finance, people who are still in the system, staking on Hex or on Pulse and Ethereum, they'll keep the rate going up. So
here's another one I want. Here's another question I want to address. That's in the chat room right now, and it was APY will go down. Hex Bull Run. You're absolutely correct, but guess what? APY is going to go down no matter what.
Yep.
Once Hex is really discussed, I keep telling you guys this. What's going to happen is people are going to be waiting in line for your stakes to come out. The liquid Hex, the circulating supply of Hex, one day is going to dry up. It's going to go away. It's going to disappear because there's only about 7 to 12% of the Hex that exists that is in circulating supply, because of the lockup of the OA. But what that means is that the APY will go down. Yes, it's automatically going to go down, but it's going to stop at a certain point because the OA still holds it up from the pool getting any bigger. There's going to be a certain point where all the Hex is going to be in there, and it's going to probably my approximation of that number is somewhere between 18 and 22%. I'm imagining APY, and that's where it's going to level off. And then at that point, everybody has the option to get in at 18 to 22%. And guess what? There are literally trillions of dollars out there looking for 2 to 3% right now and begging for it.
Begging for it. Yep.
Could you imagine if they have 19 to 22% available?
What's that? Laugh like a little girl. This is crazy.
So we're not going to get into these details. You need to be an accredited investor, and you have to get vetted before you can get any of these documents. And we have a third-party company that if you go to that hexinvestmenttrust.com, you give us your email, we will send you a link as to where you can get these things set up, or what the portal is. And it's a third-party, trusted third party that is pretty big in some of the other crypto hedge funds and things of that nature, and they'll verify you and make sure that you're qualified to invest in this, and then you can get more of this information. We won't be discussing that on the show tonight.
Yeah, so we got to be very careful and stay on point with the things that we say publicly, because these things are under regulation, and it's a good and a bad thing. And I know everybody wants, to get outside of the legacy world, but you have to function within it still. And well, you don't have to, but if you want to participate in making
life's
the world
really tough,
place,
life's tough, and you're not going to affect a lot of change if you're not within the legacy, within the
and that's
systems.
That's the real thing is we need mass adoption. We need to bring more people to the table to these financial products and making them accessible to a wider range of folks who want to mitigate their risks, because look, there's a lot of risk in the crypto space. Maybe see us as Hexicans. I think it's funny because Hexicans, we feel so secure in what it is that we have that we won't go anywhere else. And I get that mentality, because you're absolutely right to feel that way. But guess what? The rest of the legacy finance world, i.e. the traders out there in the stock markets and whatnot, these trillions of dollars that exist, that we're looking to have come into crypto, those people can't trust crypto because they know the 99.99% of the other shit out there is bullshit. So they don't want to get that big money involved. And I don't blame them.
Salvatore, you're right. Legacy is too lazy to learn crypto. This is great. As John Wick has said himself, boomers aren't going to learn how to manage their own wallet. But if they can just do it on their Fidelity trading desk or E-Trade or Ameritrade platform and just buy it, that's what we're aiming for, guys. That's what we're aiming for. The people who wouldn't get into crypto in the first place. It's a lot more money there than there is in the crypto industry.
Yeah, so check it out. You got to understand this is a multi-tier process. At this point in time, this is not for retail investors. This is only for accredited investors. That is it. So don't ask any questions because we can't answer them. All we can do is give you what we're giving you. That's pretty much it. And this is because what we're trying to do is replicate, right? We're trying to replicate. Now, why is it that we're trying to replicate? Well, look at the Bitcoin chart. When did Bitcoin take off?
When it entered the market.
Think about it. It took off when Grayscale was created.
Yep.
And this was before it even became public. 2 years before it even became public.
Yep.
So sit down, grab a bucket of popcorn, get you a soda, slushy, soda, juice, water, whatever. Enjoy the movie. That's all you got to do. You don't have to do anything else. We've made this easy for you. You're welcome.
Just sit back and watch. If you're not going to participate, which is this isn't for everyone either. But
no, it's not. It's for Hexicans.
Yeah, we're not going after Hexicans.
We don't
want real market guys.
Yeah, we don't want money from Hexicans.
We don't want your money. We want Legacy Finance's money in here. This is how you do it.
We want you to keep rolling your Hex stakes. So we want you to keep piling your bags of Hex, man. Because nothing we do with this trust is going to out earn what you're going to make with Hex. No. We're not even we're not even trying to convince ourselves of that because we know better. We know that nothing's going to out earn Hex. What it is those people that didn't have another option or have 401ks or IRAs and other money that's got tax deferred or tax benefits associated with it that they can roll into there, or people who don't want to manage their own wallets, a way for institutions to play with crypto without actually having to hold and custody crypto. Like this is for a bigger market section than the $1.7 trillion crypto industry.
Crypto market. Yeah.
Yep.
It really is. I mean, think about it. We all know that markets need, equity market, legacy markets need crypto. How do we know that? Well, look at the performance over the last 10 years of anything with blockchain in the name. Just look at the performance.
Yep.
Don't got to take my word for it. My word is irrelevant. Just look at the facts.
Well, for the first 3 months, I like this because it's what I said earlier. I think we can hit the 10 million before 3 months is up. I really do. With all the interest that we've had come in. And those of you guys who found out about us and were asking for info early, we apologize. We were not allowed at that point in time to give you more info. So we'll be following up with all of you guys.
I.e. the famous, we can't tell you.
Yep, exactly. And now we can. And now we can tell you most of it. We just can't. We can't share. There's some things legally we can't share until.
Yeah, but now what's
I'll just take whales down so I can finish saying what I'm saying.
So now it's time. So this is what you should be doing, Hexicans. Instead of like trying to poke a hole, you can't poke a hole in this. This is done. This is done by regulation. We've built this within the laws, and it's on the up and up, and it's going to do nothing but help Hex. So here's what you need to do: is start looking at all the game theory within these types of funds, and see what's out there, see what exists, see what's happening, and start thinking about how this can continue to improve the Hex ecosystem and where it can go. So that's how you should be thinking: is how can we even improve on the strategies here and how to move forward in the future? Because now we have another tool. There's another tool, another way to I guess you can say demographic for us to market to. Now we've got another tool.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I literally just almost died laughing because, fact of the matter is, we don't even got to put yield on this. We're
Yeah.
doing it because we want to make it a killer, but we don't got to.
Mhm.
We really don't. But you know what? Fuck it. Why not? We can.
All we want to share with you guys. Well, we want to make it the most. We want to make it the most enticing thing out there on the market. We literally want people to be like FOMOing into this product. They're like, "Have you seen the yield that they're getting over there on that product?"
Like it's
So-
over, guys. We just killed Grayscale. They're the Grayscale killer.
Yep.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I don't even consider it. I don't even consider it honestly a Grayscale competitor. I think this is blue ocean strategy, guys. We're not
Yeah,
even
it
swimming
really
in the
is.
same waters. So
No,
Yeah,
we're
it's
not.
not even they're not even
It's
swimming
really
in the
not.
same waters.
Yeah.
yep, they're not worried about us. Well, they're definitely not worried about us, especially at this point in time. But even as we grow, they're
Yeah, I mean,
they
they're
may
worried
try to
about
copy
fucking
us.
NFTs
They may try to
and
copy
ETFs.
us.
Just,
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Hard to
Yeah.
say. Who knows, man? They're doing some funky stuff over there.
This isn't the last trust we plan on doing either, guys. So that's all I'm going to say on that one. But
Yeah. Fun times ahead, folks. Fun times ahead, because what you got to
Now-
understand is nobody's been lying for a whole year.
So this is going to be on. So Salvatore, it says is this going to be on Hex or P Hex? Well,
Both.
actually, P Hex is Hex, and then
Both.
we'll have Hex. It's actually both, guys.
Mhm.
So yes.
So one thing I know that some people are going to bring this up that well, if you keep doing max stakes, if you guys get big enough, first of all, you guys realize how little Hex there is out on the market. So all it does is push the price up without even accumulating much. But even if we did have enough to really affect the APY, because we had so much staked, you guys got to understand, Richard's talked about this before. He loves the mechanics. Either you get high APY or you get high USD appreciation. Which would you guys rather?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you can
And if
lose
you got
there.
a little bit of, if you've got both going on, I mean, if you're staked, you're good no matter what. It doesn't
I mean,
matter.
let's talk about this mechanically, right? I mean, we're talking about each coin is 12 cents, right? Now, each T share is what, $2,000 or something? I don't even know the number. Hold on, let me see.
Close to it. Yeah.
I want to be somewhat precise. So just give me a second. All right, 2,500. Boom. Each T share costs $2,500, right? Straightforward. Now, there's 10 million. Let's see how many T shares there are currently in the system as of tonight, just to be picky. Because I mean, we got to be accurate when we're going to make these freaking statements, because people have to understand how the system works. First off, there's a cap. There's a rate floor. You can't go lower than like 6% ever. That's the floor. It's just never going to happen. Based on what the OA has stated, never going to happen. So on top of that, as of right now, 10.7 million trading shares. So that means you would have to create at least 300,000 T-shares. 300,000 T-shares just to get it back to 11 million. Just to get the payout per T-share back to 5.75 or whatever. That's a lot of dough. And there's just not enough liquidity out there to make that happen. I mean, I went over this during the conference if you missed it. So let's do a little bit of math. 300,000 multiplied by 2,500. Right? Because that's really what the equation is here. Now, that's 750 million USD. There's your answer. That's what makes this APY go to 36%. Woo. 35%. Woo.
The system's too strong.
Yeah. Because you have to remember how the staking works. It's a function of capacity. So that means everything has to be bought up. Everything. That's not possible. I'm sorry, guys. It's not possible. Like, we worked this shit out. Don't worry. We got your 6. Like,
Will
I
didn't stop with the
literally,
math. He's been doing
yeah,
math for a year on this, and we laugh every time we meet.
it's funny,
It
bro.
doesn't even seem real, bro. It
Yeah.
doesn't even
But we
seem
can't make
real.
the math go wrong. It just
Yeah.
No.
always comes back to
Yeah.
We keep trying to run the worst possible scenario, like the worst case scenario, and it's pretty damn good, whatever that worst case scenario
It's
is.
still better than anything that exists on the planet.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
you got to buy. Let's see. We would have to own at least 6 billion hex just to be able to hit 11 million trillion shares. It's crazy. Like, that's a lot of dough, yo. Like, let's
Hold
slow
on.
it down.
Hold
First.
on, this guy's got to leave. I want to pull him up real quick.
No
just to
worries,
say,
no worries.
hey,
Go ahead.
hey, Jay.
Jay,
Hey, what's up, guys? Congratulations,
man.
first and foremost. What a
Thank you.
fucking day, huh?
Oh,
Holy
what
cow.
a day, bro.
Yes.
What a day.
What a day
Yes.
to be a Hexican. Fuck.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, let's go, baby. Come on, dude.
I
Yeah,
know.
we're-
And people thought we were playing games. They
I know.
thought we
Yeah.
were,
Playing
we
no
were playing
fucking
games
games,
and making
man.
shit up. Come on,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we were so
Appreciate
excited.
the
Like,
love, bro.
We
And-
kissed
and-
your girl. We kissed your girl, guys. We've
I
kissed
know.
your girl.
Congrats, guys. I got to jump out, but just wanted to pop on and say that. And, man, fucking great
brother.
day.
And
Thanks,
by the way,
man.
since these two slackers have been sitting here doing math all this time, Jay's been picking up all the slack because Captain don't do shit. I'm just I'm just here. And Jay's been doing all the other work behind DS and getting it done. So, man, hats off to you, Jay. Thanks for picking up while these guys were out there doing their maths all the last year.
Yeah, 100%. Just doing my part, man.
Thanks, brother. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
you are.
Working
Strong
Appreciate
together.
you.
Strong
He's
together,
working.
nothing
He's
apart.
working as hard, if not harder, than we are behind the scenes too. So appreciate you, Jay.
We got some big stuff coming, but I can't talk about it.
I'll talk to
There
you
we
about
go.
it later, bud.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. All right,
Later,
I'm off,
man.
gents. Thank you.
Peace, man. Too funny, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, good times
He's
ahead,
fired
folks. I mean,
He's
look,
fired up.
we're just doing what we're supposed to do. This is what I talk about all the time. This is just people doing what they're supposed to do. Me and Kinetics were born and bred for this, so we decided to do it.
Yep.
It's not rocket science.
This is right up our alley, and we said, "Fuck, let's just do this." And so I want to comment to this, Salvatore. I appreciate you saying that. That's cool, man. I hope. Thanks for the good
all
wishes.
of us,
but
man.
that's exactly what I was going to say. So this
That's the fucking
this
point.
as profitable as this trust may be, and I don't know how profitable, honestly, it's going to be because we're going to have a whole staff running everything, and there's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of places where this money has to go off the fees and things of that nature. Where we're going to make our money is the price appreciation of Hex.
And that means all of you are going to make that same
that means
money.
you guys are going to make the money that we are because of the price appreciation of Hex.
Yeah, you guys really got to understand. This is about Hex. This is not about fiat at all. Like, please. Like, I'm on my knees here, and I don't ever do that. Like, understand, this is strictly math.
Yep.
This has nothing to do with fiat.
Yeah, and Crypto King has a great point. I'm gonna bring him up here in just a second, but it's all about job creation, guys. Talk about how many jobs Hexicans are creating for the working men and women.
And guess what we're going to do? We're going to hire
I don't even
Hexicans
think
to do
about
this
that.
stuff.
Yeah,
we're
I don't
already
even think
hiring
about
Hexicans in the background.
And if we
Look,
can't
we
find
are.
Hexicans that can
crazy.
do the work, then we're gonna onboard other people who are gonna find out about Hex, and they're
Yeah.
probably gonna leave us because they're gonna make all
Get
kinds of
rich.
money off of Hex, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, "Nah, I retire
Problem.
early." So
It's a problem.
I want to remind everybody of something too. From day one, when Discourse Syndicate launched, this channel here and the group of people behind the scenes who've been working on products on Hex, our tenet has always been to give back to this community and to do it in a way that it's going to provide value for Hex itself. Everything that we've done, all of these products that we've put together, all of the things that we've built were for to help the Hex community. It's never been about filling our pockets because we know that our bags and our wealth is
where the real
better
money's
served
coming from,
by
yeah.
growing this community, helping this community, just
Yeah.
like Richard. We the same tenets that Richard stands behind. Everything that happens in Hex is to help you, the staker, the owner of the crypto itself, and the community itself. And we've stood behind that. And because we've stood behind that, we're still here. We're still growing. We're moving. We're shaking. We're getting things done. And we're leading the way. In fact, DS is leading the way in building the community on Hex. And that's what our tenant is, and that's what we're doing. So I stand behind that. I've always had my integrity here, and I'm going to continue to have my integrity here because everything that we bring is above board and to help you. And we even say it may not be for you, but it is here to pump your fucking bags. And that's what it's going to do.
Whether you like it or not, motherfucker.
Whether you like it or not, I'm going to pump
You're
your damn
welcome.
bag. So all you really have to do is if you want to just, stay out of it and just buy Hex and believe in everything Richard does, we're going to help you. You don't have to buy our products. You don't have to be part of our system, but you're good. Your bags are going to get pumped whether you fucking like it or not.
Sure the fuck are. Yep. So let's talk about that. How is this shit going to work? Well, it's literally going to be like a fucking ditch. I mean, it's literally going to be like a well, All we're doing is taking fiat, dumping it into Hex. That's it.
Yeah.
So how are you going to extract value as an investor once it does go public? Because something you have to understand, if you do decide to get certified as an accredited investor, there's a lockup period here. You're not just selling this during the lockup period. You can't sell this until it becomes public. So that's something you have to take into consideration.
Yeah, keep that in mind, guys. We are not afraid to let you guys know that while you will get outsized gains when it goes public, during the private stage, we don't have the options for liquidity like we will when we're public. So it will be locked up, so to speak, until that phase goes live. So that is definitely a good thing to put out there because transparency is key, and we believe in transparency in everything that we do. So
for sure, man. Because I mean, again, this is about accomplishing a mission. The mission for me has always been to make Hex a top grade, high quality asset because that's what it is. It's a high quality collateral asset. This is something that nobody that owns it should ever have to sell. Period. End of story. I've never joked when I've said that. And we're just getting closer by the day. That is going to happen. I have nothing else to do. What else you got to do? I don't got nothing else to do. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about anybody in this chat. But I don't got shit else to do. Because it's either do this or be a slave. And I prefer this, honestly.
Yep.
That's just me. So that's how I look at this. I take this a little seriously. But again, my life kind of revolved around all this nonsense before I started doing this anyway. So to me, it's always been serious. But it's fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been challenging. We still got a little ways to go down this road before we get
figure
there.
out some hellified problems along the way, bro.
Dude, guys, like I said on my show,
Hex is different. It ain't grayscale. It ain't
like
Bitcoin.
I said on my show over the last week, guys, there's gatekeeping outside of crypto too. Like the legacy finance, how many vendors turned us down for the things that we needed to do to get this thing?
Wait till we tell that story.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
There will be a tell-all story, and
think we can
names
talk
will
about
be
that
named.
just yet.
No, we won't yet. No, I don't think it's wise for us to talk about it now. But there will be a time when we go back on this and we call out by name those who stood in our way. So, and
those who are getting ready to move mountains for us because that's starting to happen.
True too. So, hey, Wales, I don't believe it's just U.S. private placement, right? As long as we can get verification of the
funds.
Yep. It's verification of source of funds. Yep.
Yeah, all you have to do is be an accredited investor by SEC standards. That is all. You don't have to be a U.S. person per se, which means that you pay U.S. taxes. You don't have to be. So,
yeah. And thank you for the comment, Ross. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Ross.
But thanks, Benny. But I am ready for a timeout. Ross preemptively says. I love it. So thank you for joining us today, Crypto King.
King.
What up, homie?
What up? Can you guys
Bring
hear
another
me?
man on too.
Yeah.
Steak and Apes. What's up, dude?
Steak and Apes. So I'm gonna put this up for Steak and Apes because he has showed
look like
us
a Steak and Apes too.
Some killer artwork.
I think Captain's gonna like this. If you'll read the side of the booty box there.
Oh, look
Let's
at that.
go. All right, so I'm gonna
look
give
at
a little.
that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that, baby.
Yes,
Perfect
release
timing
the
tonight to have
Kraken.
this.
Almost
That's
looks like a
beautiful.
bike too, man. I like this shit.
Wow.
Yo, you
that's-
see the little broken bar in the background?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I love
Yep,
it,
we're
man.
getting
It
ready to
takes us back
release
to
the
the
Kraken.
D-Live days, man.
Releasing
Takes
the
us back to
Kraken,
D-Live
baby.
days.
That's a nice crack.
Yeah. You got a nice crack there.
Gentlemen.
That's awesome.
All right. No, the trust does not need to wait to hit 10 million before it can begin buying. No, it does not.
No.
Just
That's
accredited
In fact, while all the rest of you guys were crying about the hex prices, we were like, stay down there just a little bit longer.
A little bit longer, baby.
A little bit longer.
Yo, seriously, dump some more. We
Yep.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
'Cause
dump a
all we're
little.
gonna do.
Someone said
is
7
launch
cents.
that
and-
motherfucker.
Someone said 7 cents, and I got goosebumps. I said 7
Yeah, we were like,
cents?
oh,
When?
really?
Yeah.
Man, please. Yo, I wish somebody would be that stupid. Oh man.
So, Steak and Apes, tell us a little bit more about this then.
All right, guys. So pretty much I'll give a little backstory on myself first. All right. I'm going to be giving those out for free. Those ones you can buy. You don't have to buy if you don't want to. But so I have this artist. He's named the Vortexican. You know, he comes to me like a couple of days ago and like a week ago and was like, hey, guess what? I was watching Discourse Syndicate. RG3 was, talking about a tattoo ideal. And he was like, yo, everything started firing and stuff in my head and everything like that. So pretty much what he did was, he made this art, he's a tattoo artist out in Oregon. Great guy, it's release the Kraken because hopefully, win Pulse Chain. So like that's one of the biggest things is like, win Pulse Chain. I'm in the Twitter spaces all the time, pretty much just promote nothing but Hexican NFT artists because nobody will like even I can't even give away my work. All right, that's how bad of an artist I am. So I found out that all I gotta do is just promote these badass Hexican artists, So they send me some work, I go out, promote it, Every single night I'm shilling in a different space. If you go to Twitter and you type in the shill button in the middle of the spaces, every single night I go out there to a different ecosystem, new place. And I'm just out there onboarding and recruiting. But yeah, my guy, Vortexican, made this piece together. And I mean, it's a concept art piece, you do get to redeem a free tattoo with it. So I'm just saying, if he wins the competition, you might need to fly him out.
Oh yeah, that's for you, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That is awesome. I appreciate that.
Yo, he's a huge fan.
He is
That's
good,
cool.
man. He is really good. Thank you. That is cool.
Can I have the mic for a minute? I want to run down some stuff that I want to cover and shout out a few of the new generation of influencers that we got going on with, just like Steak and Apes mentioned. The Twitter spaces are really killing it for onboarding new Hexicans. So I'm going to shout out Famous the Hexican, Kiefer, Trap Gravity, Mr. Wonderful, the ladies, Hexy Cajun, Sequoia, Inviting Freedom. There's a guy that has a channel called Sandstorm. He's doing a week-long Hex series. It's actually live right now during the FN Hangout. But Sandstorm, all the guys that I'm mentioning, they're probably on that channel onboarding all of that guy's audience. Most of them are like the Saitama people and stuff like that. They're coming on board Hex. Jim Rat Crypto, Mad Hatter, Hex is the way, Steak and Eps, of course, Collector, Hex Turtle God, Mr. Wonderful. Okay, so that's it for the spaces. Yeah, those guys are killing it. So yeah, Sandstorm. Yeah, that guy, he's dedicating Wednesday night is going to be Hex night. So every Wednesday, definitely subscribe to that guy's channel. Add content when you can. Talking to Wales, anybody else that wants to jump on with that guy and teach his audience about Hex. I think they're doing Hadron tonight. So, but yeah, they're killing it. Another thing that we're working on is the Float Fest. April, one of the Cutthroats, she took it on board. She wants to arrange the workshops for that event in Texas, April 29th to May 3rd. It's kind of like a camping event. So if you guys are in the area in Texas, check that out. If you want to be in the group, there's a Telegram group that she created. So just add me on Telegram and I'll add you to that group. Another thing is the Free Knots. We're on the show with the Joker. That was a fire show. If you guys you missed it, go back and check it out. But they had they world premiered one of their songs on the DS network. So that was a pretty good show. And I think there was a challenge out for KNTX, the C Traffic, the lead MC of this group.
Traffic,
yeah. He said you guys have, you guys probably agree on a lot of things, but
I bet we do. I bet we agree
debate
on a lot more than we don't.
Right.
But
yeah, debate. He wants to debate capitalism versus Agora. So that's Agora is 100%
challenge
freedom.
accepted.
Capitalism, not so much. But okay.
No, you're thinking crony
King,
capitalism.
you gotta come on Friday nights and do this
Yeah.
every Friday night.
Yes,
man.
you
Shout out
should.
the community, because I don't.
Yep.
I literally don't have enough. You are the man that's out there watching the streamers, keeping your finger on the pulse of all
Yep.
that. And I feel like we do not promote enough. And DS doesn't promote those other streams because we don't want to promote them. We don't have the freaking time to go out there and watch everybody. And
Dude,
but I am proud of each and every one of those Hexicans that you mentioned. I've seen their stuff. It's come across, my screen every once in a while, and I go, man, I wish I could shout these guys out, remember their names, and do all this stuff, because at the party when I met K4K and everybody else, man, it was just awesome seeing those streamers and telling them how much I appreciated them and how proud I was of the Hexican community, because I always said there's going to be much better streamers than me, and that wasn't really a big bar to have to climb over, but there were going to be better streamers, and here they all are, and they're coming out of the woodwork. And thank you for shouting them all out, man. We need to be doing this every Friday night just so people can plug into their content, because these people that are coming in are brilliant, man.
Well, and I have to speak on behalf of at least me and Captain have had this conversation on the phone, that there's just so much going on in this community right now, and we've got our heads down and we're just plugging away, that I miss a lot of this stuff. I miss all the Twitter spaces. I don't see all the new announcements unless it's from Richards on the Hex News pops up on Telegram. I don't get to see a lot of this stuff. So having someone like yourself that's in the trenches every day, Crypto King, it's awesome for you to point these people out, because I tried to do a tribute to Hexicans keeping it real in the community this week on my show, because I really do appreciate all of you guys. You guys are really doing all the hard work out there where the rubber meets the road.
Yep. Yeah, if I could continue, along the lines of the Float Fest, A-Bit Hex, I reached out to him because, of course, him and the Crypto Sparbook team, they did the workshops all over the country. So I figured that he probably knows a little bit about doing workshops, right? So he's in the group. He's helping out April. Blue Bum, now that Blue Bum is in the States.
You guys go easy on April. You guys go easy on April. She's busy.
Yeah, but she volunteered to she took the reins on the Float Fest workshop. So I'm like, Roger that. If you want me to reach out and get A-Bit on board or whoever else to help you out with it,
absolutely, guys, that'd be great.
Yeah, I spoke with A-Bit over the Vegas trip here, and man, my hat off again to the Sparbook people. They're killing it out there.
Yep. Sparbook, you guys are awesome. It was cool to meet some of the other guys from behind the scenes I didn't know about. Like I'd seen Mars around, and I actually got to meet Mars in London. But it was neat to see the rest of the crew that doesn't get all the airtime that is part of the Sparbook and the tour team. So it's cool, guys. It's really freaking cool to see all you guys out there.
I got a little more because you guys are talking, and it's a lot more stuff is popping in my head. I want to shout out Sticker Guy, the guy that took care of the conference. Yeah, he had me in there, getting my mic and all that stuff set up. So he doesn't get enough props. So Sticker Guy, you got the shout out, brother.
Let me say something about Sticker Guy real quick, and I'll let you continue. So Sticker Guy is so every once in a while I'd come around a corner at the parties or whatever, and he'd just be standing there. I'd turn around and he'd be standing there like with this look on his face. It's just he is something else, and he's a really good dude, man. But sometimes he'll just be out of nowhere. You'd turn around and he's standing there just staring at you with that big smile on his face. Really cool kid, man. Had a good time with Sticker Guy.
Okay. It was funny when you jump in the room and he's in there by himself, like twiddling his thumbs or something, and it's like, yo, man, I'm here. What's up? I think I popped in too early. I popped in there. I woke up like 5 a.m. and Papa B was on the screen. He's like, King, what are you doing here? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm about to get on. He's like, no, you're not. I'm like, oh shit, I got the time wrong. But okay. So
And you were everywhere in Vegas, King, just to let you know.
Yeah,
you were
everywhere.
Yeah. Shout out to Freddie Quotes for taking care of that. You know, I saw a lot of the pictures and the videos that worked out perfectly as I dreamed it up to be.
King's head on a stick.
Yeah. Shout out to Maddie Allen for getting the conference done. I'm glad it went well and everybody was safe and everybody had fun and met, you know, everybody else. And the last thing I want to talk about was that it brought me to tears when I was watching it at my office was the Roger Ver message to Richard and the Hex community.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was a pretty good message that he gave to the community. And it was a long time coming because I know I tried to make it a surprise last meetup for Captain. It didn't work out. You know, Roger said he was, you know, taking a little break for social media, but I still, you know, I'm a pain in the ass. I always reach out and say check out how he's doing. And hey, can you
resilient, baby, resilient.
you did a video for Anarchapulco. You know, I heard about that. So can you do a little message for me and the Hex community? He's like, okay. So I got it done. So, you know, that's for the community. You know, guys,
we appreciate you, brother. Yeah, keeping it real out there for us.
And one more, I'm going to plug a website, hex2learn.com. That's the famous Hexicans website. It's probably like one of the best onboarding tools. It's hex, the number 2learn.com. So check that out. He's fucking awesome. Famous, the Hexican.
Nice.
Right on, man. Appreciate it. Let's see if the troll has anything to troll us with tonight.
Boom.
As we allow this Diraj more to come in.
Hello guys. Sorry, I cannot turn on the camera because I'm not wearing clothes.
Yeah, definitely the camera on.
Thank you for that, Diraj. Thank you.
And I just had to come in here and give a shout out to myself because I know nobody else will. And yeah, there is just soon. I wanted to thank Matty Allen for giving me my 5 minutes of fame in the conference. And actually, I've been doing some investigations regarding Matty Allen, and unlike another influencer who has been doing his investigation and still hasn't come up with anything, I have something really spicy, and I'm going to give it. I'm going to reveal it on the Hex Asians show. So
tune in, guys. Hex Asians Monday morning, right?
There you go.
Yeah, Monday morning, and it's going. And actually, I would like to challenge Matty Allen. If you have integrity, come and join us on the Hex Asian stream.
All right, you heard it. You've been summoned, Matty, to appear on Hex Asians.
No, actually, no, don't take it. I know there will be already people who are going to be, oh my God, he's calling out Matty Allen after all these things. No, I know. See, it's just to get him on the Hex Asian show, because most of his stream, he is like very serious, giving out mental health advice and everything. He's always serious. I just want to have him on the Hex Asian show to see his like a more light kind of side, like naughty Allen side of Matty Allen. So yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say if you have any dignity.
The diapers.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Sorry, I rambled on enough, I think.
No, man, you were just talking.
So big shout out to Daniel at Hill Art Tech LLC. He did the website for the Hex Investment Trust. And he didn't do the MCA Trust, but he did, or the website, but he did give us a lot of positive feedback that they went back and fixed it afterward. And I don't think they fixed it to his standard because, man, this guy is a freaking whiz. This guy is a freaking genius beast, man, is what he is.
Yeah.
He does the MCA YouTube channel, though. He does handle that for us. So Daniel at Hillar Tech is our guy, man. And we got to do something big for this guy, Wells. We've talked about this. Every time we come up with ideas, I'm like, I don't think that's big enough for him, man. He's too important. We gotta lock him down.
We're gonna take care of him, man. Yeah,
he does this every time. Stop sweet talking me. He's like, stop fluffing me. He does that every time. He doesn't take the comment.
Hey, man, we got good people, man. You know, we got good people. And when people realize that all they got to do is their thing, there's no stopping it, you know? So it's just a beautiful thing.
Put everybody in the right places, working their strengths.
Yeah.
And that's what a community is supposed to do. You know, it's how companies are successful. It's how all groups are successful. Everybody doing their. What's that? Oh,
oh boy. Yeah, I was in the Navy too.
Yeah. Oh, right on.
Yeah.
My ride.
Yeah, we were talking earlier.
My ride.
Yeah, a little backstory. If you don't know much about me, I was onboarded about a year and a half ago from Motley Investor. Apparently,
you got onboarded by Motley, huh?
Yep. Motley Investor onboarded me. Well, he onboarded one of the guys that actually worked for me.
Can we use a different term? He got me into Hex. How about that?
Yeah. Because every time somebody says that, I go, "Oof."
Saying they've been onboarded. I'm,
a little rough.
A vision in my head. I know Motley personally, and.
He told somebody about the investment, and then I listened to them, and after saying no a couple of times, I finally tossed a little money into it. And then I started watching Richard Hart live streams. Couldn't really stand him that much, you know. He's a little too flashy for my style, man. I'm not into the Louis. I'm not into the Louis. He loves it. Yeah. But so then I dove down the crypto rabbit hole, and now I'm here today. I figured I would get off my ass and start, working, for the Hexican community.
Right.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Glad you're here,
thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Everybody gets to contribute. Everybody gets to contribute.
All the onboarding jokes. Oh man. All the onboarding jokes. So
speaking of onboarding, we have made some more headway. I again, we can't talk about it, but we are making some headway in that area too. The onboarding process is taking some serious steps forward, and Hexicans are going to make that work too. You just watch what DS does. We're coming, guys. We're coming.
We may not be the first of the game, but we will be the best. I promise you that. We got some amazing things coming down the pike.
Have we been since YouTube is being the freedom-loving platform that they are, did what they did to Richard? Have we been like testing other live platforms that are freedom-minded that don't censor?
I don't think there are any, bro.
Like, is there any alternatives to?
Every time one comes out, they die.
Yeah, I don't think there are any. I mean,
we had some meetings. We had some meetings with Float, but I haven't heard much from them after our meeting. So I have high hopes for them, but I don't get my hopes up. So I'm wishing for the best, but I'm not setting myself up for disappointment.
Because I don't know about like Rumble or Rockfin. I don't know if they have any live capabilities or anything like that, but I know they're probably the contenders as far as
Library or Odyssey does. I don't think BitChute or Rumble does.
So that that's something that I know Richard probably doesn't have time to try and test these things out. So some of the streamers, I don't have my own channel either. So, but any streamers that would like to try and test out, like what Wales mentioned, Library or Rockfin, we definitely need. Odyssey, I don't want to.
Oh, it's Odyssey now, and we are duplicated on Odyssey, so we have a presence on Odyssey and we're starting to download stuff on
The
Theta
captain
just in
just has to
case.
fix it. I've got an anchor in that one right
Yes,
now,
yes.
so I will fix it.
For a year now. For a
For a year, he's
Yeah.
been telling me to fix it. In fact, we just
Like
had this
once a week.
conversation this
Yeah,
afternoon about me
Probably
fixing
earlier
it.
today, I think was the last time we talked.
Actually,
about
yeah, you did talk to me today and yesterday.
What about
so
Twitch? Does Twitch
we
censor?
stream on Twitch,
We do, yes.
but
I know,
in
but
order
do they-
to advance
don't
in
let-
Twitch, you have to give them exclusivity contract you have to sign with them. So we weren't signing any exclusivity contract.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And we also have D Live. I know there are people who hate it from the bottom of their heart, but I still find it very entertaining platform, and it's really good if you're a small YouTuber or small channel, because it's like a small pond, so your stream get easily highlighted.
Yeah, but they don't. You have to watch what you say on there.
I know that they are kind of
It's not a free
but
speech platform. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, we don't need
yeah.
anybody.
But when the feds have their guns pointed at you, or what you call, you have no other option than to comply. Yeah.
Well, we are
I
on.
like
So just so everyone knows, we are actually live on D Live right now. So we do still stream there. We just have to turn it off every time Joker streams on our channels.
I was just.
No
I was just.
Hexicans unless he may be able to sing, but he's not. You're not going to get to see his cute face with the golden mic because the man has no clothes on. And if you want to see that, you got to go to OnlyFans.
Nope.
So
That's
go to Darage's OnlyFans.
Yeah. Go ahead and post your link there, Daraj, to your OnlyFans, and we'll let everybody run there and see you naked on the golden mic.
Sorry, my OnlyFans is yet not active because I couldn't get my PayPal to work properly. So
wait, did you say PayPal or PP? Because I couldn't remember which one I just heard.
PayPal.
Oh, PayPal. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I just dirtied up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take myself out.
Yo, do you still wear the helmet?
He timed himself out. He gave
Right.
himself a
What's
timeout.
poppin'
I didn't
when
hit
you
the
do-
button. He did it to himself. Oh man! All right.
But and actually, I'm going to leave right now because you have to create artificial scarcity of your content. So I'm going to leave. Do join me on the Hex Asian stream. But before that, I wanted to say something important. Like,
Oh my
see,
god.
guys, while we are talking all this, please be respectful of the intellectual property of other streamers. Yes, nobody in the Hex community says anything about it when you clip a video of Richard or any of the other streamers and post it on your channel. But it's a very bad practice. Like, you are taking views away from those streamers. So please don't do that. Now, YouTube has a clipping facility. You will see a scissor mark in above the chat. You can just clip the content and share it wherever you like. That's the proper way to do it. But anyways, if you want, I don't know what will prompt you to do this crazy stuff, like clip my video and post it on your channel. But if you are still that crazy, I have you have full permission from me. I can keeping it all open source.
They've never
But
clipped me
if you're
either,
clipping
Daraj.
it
So
but if you're
I don't
clipping
get clipped.
from Discourse Syndicate, you will need captain's permission as well. So yeah. Okay,
What's going
guys.
on back there?
I'll be
All right.
dropping off.
Dr. Duraj,
Uh,
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh man,
Bye.
that
See ya,
was
Doc.
funny. Peace, D. Oh shit.
And on that note, I just have to throw this out there real quick.
Inviting freedom, freedom, freedom.
Just for your
Bang, bang.
pleasure.
Oh my god.
Hell.
Yo,
That was so funny, man.
continuing on with the since the free knots were on
Holy
our
shit, we
channel.
got more laid on us, King. Hell yeah,
I wanna,
we got an awesome community.
If anybody out there in the chat wants, I'll gift you the new release album from the Free Knots. Just DM me and I'll gift you a copy of their album.
Right on.
Damn, this guy always doing things. Look at that.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Is there nothing else, sir?
I gotta save it for next week.
Freedom. She loves it. She's got her own song. Her
Right.
own Duraj song. How many people can say they have their own Duraj song, right?
Just her. She's the only lucky
Yeah,
one.
I've never seen him sing to anyone else. So
Hey, one of the other people I want to shout out is
good point, Molly. I can't answer it. I don't know. It's
But this
perplexing.
quality
Don't
content.
get it.
This is my
It's
fourth
always
screen.
been- it's always been-
Nice.
So I want to shout somebody out, and that's Rags to Riches. He
Yeah,
is
shout out to him.
he's a cool dude, man. You know, I've admired his work and watched it, and you know, when I see these people, you know, I'm just like everybody else, sitting here watching content and enjoying it, and admiring that person's work and their intellect and their skills. And then when you meet them at first, it's like, oh man, there they are in person. And I didn't even know he knew me, to be honest, because he's never mentioned me or anything like that. But he was really solid, man, and was just a good dude. And I appreciated him and appreciated his kind words to me. So thanks, Rags. It was really nice meeting you and hanging out for the evening. That was you made the old guy feel good, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Boom.
I really like it. I knew he was he always seemed like a cool guy on the streams, but I knew he was a quality guy when him and Heartbeat came on to raise money last minute for John May. It was down to 2 diapers and no food in the fridge. And dude, it was a tearjerker to me, man. I lost it. I hopped on there right away, and I even called up Captain and I said, hey guys, just letting you know I'm giving some money away to a good Hexican that needs it. So
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And he's a big dude, man. He's
Is he really?
freaking stout, man. He is a big dude. Yeah, yeah. It was cool seeing him, man, and hanging out. He was running around at night. We were at Naga's party. Naga rented this freaking castle, man, in the middle of Vegas. It's this, you know, out in the neighborhood and gated community kind of thing. And this house was monstrous. And had a dance floor in there, the whole shebang shaboom. It was just, man, it was really cool there. It was a good party. Good party. Good job, Naga, by the way, Naga.
Yep. Shout out to Naga.
But yeah, that was epic. That was an epic party. And the highest of stakes film crew was there filming the whole thing. Everybody on the dance floor, running around the house. It was something else.
They said they got a lot of really good content. So I talked with Patrick for quite a while.
Yeah.
And, he said got some great content out there. Got a lot of really good interviews from you Hexicans, man. That's really what they were out there for. And man, they just the interviews, the stories you guys had to tell. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, they were telling me the same thing, that it was just they couldn't believe the stories. You know, they couldn't believe what people were bringing, and that's why the Hexicans are so. I mean, look what we've done over the last 2 years. What Hex has done for everybody. So there's a lot of people who were having rough times over these last couple of years, but Hex has, you know, helped alleviate a lot of those pains. And man, the stories are insane. Wait till you hear them when they come out in the movie. Child RG3 met you there. Hey, right on, dude. And I apologize, guys. You know, I took a million selfies. I signed 2 autographs, for God's sakes. That you guys, that made me feel weird as hell, but it was freaking cool to sign an autograph. I mean, it was like, really? You really want me to sign? Somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, will you sign it?" I was like, "What am I signing? What am I? Let me read it first." No, I want you to give me your autograph. And I was like, you fucking kidding me? Really? I thought he was trying to get me to sign a contract or some shit.
Yeah.
Right?
They want your headband.
T-shirt, you know. I signed a T-shirt and then I signed 2 autographs. It was all right. Where's this freaking button at?
I'll bring a box of Captain Crunch next time, and you can sign that for me, Captain.
You know what you got for that one.
Look at T-Bird. Look at T-Bird.
The nipples.
It was a summons.
It was a summons. You've been served. Yeah. Now, if we could just do that with CZ, right?
That's my first thought when he said, "Hey, can you sign this?" I was like, "What am I in trouble for, man? What is this? What do you got there?" No, man, I want you to sign this.
Did y'all hear about the Hexican Island that Richard tweeted about earlier?
Yeah, we've been talking about Hexico for a long time.
Yeah, we've been talking about buying one of these islands. In fact, we had a guy come to us and wanted to talk about promoting it on our channel, about him selling. There's an island in the Caribbean that he wanted us to literally be like the realtor and sell it to you, rich Hexicans, too.
Yo, I thought this was like a new thing because I was in the Twitter spaces earlier and Richard tweeted it out, and then everybody was like, all right, it's going to be a 3-layer island. You're going to have the first hex layer, which is going to be, you know, that's Richard's area. Then you'll have the second layer come in, and the third layer we'll start selling plots. And I was like, yo, I'm going to have my ape dancing in my mansion, you know, parties every day. Like, let's go, guys.
Well, you know who is setting up those types of communities, and it's Mr. Berwick. He's got a lot of things down in Jeff Berwick, Dollar Vigilante. Mm-hmm. He's setting up a lot of those communities down there in Central and South America. So if you really want, I think there's Bitcoin Beach. I think it's in El Salvador. Yeah. Yep. Although
I just thought the
name is kind of messed up, but yeah.
Huh. Yeah, Randy's working on Berwick. He's working on him, trying to get him to become a Hexican. I hear he's not anti-Hex. He's just not sold yet. So it'll change.
Yeah. I mean, well, he found Bitcoin at early, you know, less than $1. I mean, he needs to change quick because yeah. It's unfortunate that his Raphael, his advisor on crypto, is the one that's probably stopping him.
Yeah, dude, that guy's a joke. I can't even watch the show that he does, the Crypto Vigilante or whatever he is. I can't even watch that guy. That guy's so cringe. He probably says the same about me, so I guess we're on even footing there.
Yo, I just put a tweet out for y'all because you know, you pretty much just forked the Roth IRA right now. So with this new Hex Trust that you guys got going, like, dude, you guys literally cut in half. Like, usually it takes what, like 39, 40 years to be able to cash out your Roth IRA. Now it's down to 15 years. Like, yo, that's insane. Could you imagine?
And we're giving better returns.
Dude, you work from 15 to what, 32, 33 years old now? Now you retire? Like, yo, that shit is insane, man. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not registered private trust accreditor or whatever it is, you know. I'm not one of those guys. I wish I was. Yeah.
Yo,
you will be soon enough. You will be soon
enough.
Yeah,
Speaking of, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other Hexicans that are in this group, but there's a lady that was in the space. I believe her name was Alicia. She's 60 years old. She's a Hexican. She figured out how to sacrifice for Pulsechain and Pulsex, and she even set up MetaMask for her grandkids. Now, and she knows all about Papa B. We asked her about security. She's like, hell no, I watch Papa B. I got my security point on point. So yeah. And she don't even sound. She says she's
That's
60,
great.
but she sounds like a young lady. So shout out to
Right.
Alicia.
That's
No,
great.
no thinking Hex. We're actually just multi-streaming because we're on YouTube also. You can see our YouTube comments here right now.
Yeah.
So Pulse Paradise instead of Bitcoin Beach, Pulse Paradise. I like that.
There you go.
I like that.
Oh, got to see, it says Brand. Thanks for the 369, Brand. Saw Brand at the party too. He showed up, made it an appearance. It was
Dude,
good
that
seeing
guy,
Brand.
that guy is so natural. So he's like giddy when he's on screen with us, and he's just got this ear to ear smile grin, like he's just happy to
He's
be
always
there.
like that.
But
He's
man,
always
when
like
he's
that.
in public and he's talking like when he was accepting his award, Brand, you got some talking skills, brother. You've got that natural vibe at the microphone there, man. I can't wait to see you do like some when we start filling stadiums, man. I can't wait to see you come talk.
Well,
Can't watch
Balliot's been in the YouTube space way before Hex. I remember him doing chicken wraps. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I seen those.
And another one that was cool to meet out there was Gerardo. I got to meet Gerardo. Man, what an awesome guy that is. He is
Best hair in Hex.
best hair. Yes, definitely the best
That's
hair.
Aaron X.
No hat.
Kyle, our actor, our Hollywood Hexican, Kyler, got to meet him too.
Nice.
And who else was out there? Boy, it was just the who's who of the Hex streamers was out there. It was really, I was fanboying on all of them, man, because I freaking loved all those guys. They're awesome, and it was really cool to finally get to meet them all.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more shout out. Shout out to Hex Merch, Motley on his group of guys that do that merch site.
Legion BC.
Legion
Shout
BC.
out to you guys.
They came through with the St. Jude's Little Hexquisites design, and they were able to put that fund, send the money to that organization.
Foul Garage. No way, man. No, you're going in timeout for that. Yeah. Hey, he can't. Brand's been living the good life for a little bit, but he's getting it back on track, man. He's getting it back on track.
Thank you, MT Coiner, for the $3.69. Appreciate you.
Man.
Yo, so y'all were pretty much the first stream that I ever watched about a year and a half ago. You had
Cool.
one of my buddies that actually got onboarded into Hex by my.
You mean
what's the correct term to say? So I don't have the comments.
Just got you into Hex. Just got my buddy into Hex. Molly got my buddy into Hex.
Yeah, I looked at the comments earlier and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I said the wrong words. Everybody started laughing and I was like, damn, I'm over here getting grilled. But yeah, so he came on here. He was talking to RG3 and stuff, and we're all sitting there, watching and everything. And then, it was just awesome. So great guy. They're doing a lot of great work and stuff like that. I figured I would decide to not sit on the sidelines. I had probably 100, 200 followers on Twitter and stuff like that. Probably couple months ago, and then whenever the Pulsex sacrifice launched, I was like, why don't I do some promoting for it? I made this horrible drawing on Pixicraft, some app. I was like, I'm an artist, it looks amazing, dude. I'm the worst artist in the world, and I tell this to everybody. So all I did, it says I sacrifice for a political statement, freedom, whatever it may be. I threw an ape on there with a hex symbol on the chest, and I just started yelling at Twitter, telling everybody to go sacrifice for Pulsex, and started sending them out free NFTs left and right. I thought it was crazy, and I ended up giving during the Pulsex sacrifice, I ended up giving away 700 different NFTs, all had the website linked and stuff like that. And then people started joining my Telegram, asking me questions. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't think this was going to work. My art sucks, But of course, a couple different artists saw what I was doing and stuff like that. And they're like, hey, man, I like what you're doing. I'm trying to get in the NFT game, but, Richard Hart hates him.
Yeah, that's all right. But there's a segment
we
of
all
the
hate
population that's going to get turned on by that stuff. Man.
Yeah, we got to
as
just
long as you
accept
do it.
them.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
people, they exist. It's like Beanie Babies. They just stay there.
Exactly. So I decided to
ahead.
be, I was like, I'm forking Richard Hart. I'm going to be the best guy, in the NFT community. And everybody
There you
started
go.
laughing about it. And I was like, I'm giving away free NFTs left and right. I swear, I at Richard Hart at least like 10 times a day. He still hasn't read anything, or replied to me, but I just started sending him my analytics, and then like I'll switch from like Telegram, Twitter. I'll even send him some messages.
Don't feel bad, bro. He hasn't acknowledged me either, so it's all good. I've been doing it. I've been spitting out a spleen for that motherfucker for 2 years.
Don't feel special, bro.
Well, we did hear on the last stream that RH answers his messages according to utility. So if you're not getting answered, RG, you're not providing utility right now.
Yeah, I never have. I've always just been the guy to push the button. So
I love it. So I like what Hex Bull Run put here. No more sacks, please. And that goes for you, Richard. Please, no more sacks.
No more sacks.
No more sacks.
I'm sacked out, man. You have teabagged the shit out of us.
Yes, I'm sack dry, Will says. Will's sack is dry. So I like this. Chad Donnerschwanz, which, by the way, if you're in your early 20s, going back to my show yesterday morning, I just might be your dad. So anyway, at Balliet Brand, that is some Chad tier level man.
Thomas Turner.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you
for
for
the
the
Pirates.
Yo, Thomas Turner might be my dad. Shit.
Appreciate it.
What
We have
about
the same last name?
what about just say no to sex?
Nah.
CEX, centralized exchanges. Yes, that's a
Oh.
no. I don't know.
I thought that was like a username. Okay.
Yeah, that works. That works. It was scary at first, but that works.
You can take that a couple different ways.
Right. We gotta be careful what we're saying here, Kane. We gotta have some context, sir.
Right? I know.
Richard Hart and Trump already got banned. All right, we don't need
Right.
Well, shout out to I guess I'm the shout out king now. So shout out to
yes, you are, brother.
Black Hexican. She wants to join the Float Fest gang of setting up the workshop. So that's
she is right on, dude.
She's good at that.
CEO.
Man.
Yeah,
I heard she was the CEO of the road trip.
Dude, I love what she said when someone asked, "Are you willing to be away from your family for months on end again?" She said, "Hell no." They're coming with me. It's because we got ourselves an RV. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. People just traveling, experiencing the world. I mean, this is how you grow as a person, right?
Yeah.
By seeing how different people live in different areas of wherever, right? Because everybody just doesn't do the same thing. And this is how you just experience the breadth of the human experience, the spectrum that is a human experience. There's a lot to see out there. So that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Were you guys talking about that thing that's going to be down in Texas?
Yes, that's the
Float Fest.
Yeah.
The Float Fest. All right, cool. When is it?
April 29th through May 3rd.
All right, cool. I'm gonna write that one down. Yeah, somebody was telling me about it in the Twitter space last night, and I ended up falling asleep. I fall asleep in Twitter spaces all the time. And you'll just wake up the next morning, the famous will be yelling at you for no reason. It's great. Great.
It's when you wake up after a night of drinking and the goat is yelling at you. That's when you got to worry.
Oh,
in the ditch.
I don't know who does that.
Oh, let me tell you about my early 20s. Wait, do you
Yo, let's see
how we do it in Colorado.
Yeah.
Speaking of drinking, so everybody knows that the captain doesn't partake, but some of you Hexicans partake a little too much, and I just want to remind everybody, those moments should not be videotaped and put on Twitter in public, because
I've seen them.
It's not a good look. So, guys, let's try not to do that kind of stuff to each other anymore. I saw that happen over the week, and I was thinking to myself while it was going on, while it was actually happening before my eyes. This person who got I'm not gonna say his name because he's very popular in the community, and I think that Twitter was brought down. It may not have been, I don't know, but early in the evening this gentleman came up to me, and I thought he was joking around with how drunk he was, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's not joking around. He really is drunk." And it surprised me because I didn't take him for that kind of a drinker or whatever. But anyway, then I saw him 4 hours later, and it was a different human being. I mean, he was like Gollum looking for the ring. It was insane. And then at that moment, someone decided. No,
no, we didn't find it. No.
He found himself on video on Twitter, and yeah. So guys, don't do that to each other.
Oh my goodness.
And,
yeah, I hear
next day it was remorse the next day.
This was the party. I heard the party was lit. It got photos, still shots of the party. Yeah. So I heard the
party was lit. Was that Motley? God damn it.
Yeah, Motley in there. All 10 of them.
Where's the don't be poor sign?
Right? Holy shit, man.
Well, Hexicans, I'm gonna step off. I'm gonna get ready to go watch the Batman movie. So I got to take a nap because I heard it's like 8 hours long. So
3 hours long. Yeah.
Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Love y'all. Peace.
Take care, King.
There you go, brother. We'll see you, man. Thanks for the shout outs.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice to have him in here doing that. Because I want everybody to know that we do. I appreciate all of you and you guys out there that are streaming, busting ass, and making it happen. I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. What did I do? Your party, Motley. You party. That's what you do. Motley's everywhere, man. He's everywhere. Every time I do get out and go somewhere, there's Motley. Motley's there. He is.
He has his hands in everything. I'm like, how does this
guy got that right.
go so many different places? Like, I can't. I don't know, but yeah.
The man travels as a representative. He's a good ambassador.
That's right.
Glad to have him out there, man. Glad to have him out there. I've met. It's funny because I've met Captain how many times? You and I've been face to face. What, twice now, right? That's about it.
Twice. That's about
twice
it.
Now. No, 3 times.
Including
3 times.
London. 3 times. Yep.
But I've seen Motley like 5 times. I've been face to face with Motley like 5 times, bro. He's everywhere, dude.
I know. I've seen Motley too. I've seen him. And Hexo. Me and Hexo hang out a lot too.
Events.
Yep.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm going to the next one. I'm gonna take Steak, my dancing monkey, and we're coming out to the events. I'm gonna just start talking, shilling, not shilling my project. All right, all I shill is Hex and Pulse Chain and Pulsex. So, like, I get a lot of hate from the Hexican community. It's crazy. Once you throw a PFP on your, profile picture and you walk around with a monkey that looks like a Bored Ape Yacht Club, dude, you just hate. You get so much.
You got to realize that, anything Richard throws some shade on, you're going to get motherfuckers with axes coming at you.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're brutal, too. They're like, oh, you're trying to steal everybody's money and this. I was like, bro, please listen. Like, listen to me, because all I say is drop your public address, and I always do training on public addresses, make a burner for connecting to dApps and, giveaways and stuff like that. Don't give me your, Hex bag wallet, or something stupid like that, because but I do all that, and then I'm like, I'll just drop it, I'll send it over to you and everything like that. And people love it, NFTs. I mean, contrary to popular belief,
keep bringing them on. There's a lot of people that'll be brought into Hex due to the NFTs, and keep doing it, brother. I almost said onboarded, but don't want to go there with that language.
No.
Hey, I want to throw a shout out to SJ Reed Sci-Vive. I've been listening to SJ Reed Sci-Vive. Thank you so much for giving me an audio format of the book that I've been meaning. I've browsed through all of the chapters, but I've never actually sat down. Actually, I never got the full. I did download the full edited version, but I never actually read through it. So I really appreciate what you're doing. I think that is super cool, SJ, that you're doing that. And hella cool hat, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
Yes. Something else I want to address. Whoops, sorry, missed it. It just switched on me. There we go. Motley just says, I showed my heart out in Vegas. I'm helping 4 people that I met out there get set up tonight. And
that is awesome.
And I got to do the same thing. So the day after the party, some people that we'd met asked me to show up at a dinner, and we onboarded their friends, and explained Hex and what it was all about, because people have a hard time trying to get people taught or try to get their onboards up to speed on what Hex is. So yeah, I don't mind the word myself, but so we got to do that. So every time we go to these events, it turns into a big onboarding event, so get out there and get some people in, folks.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty much.
What are you doing, dog? My dog never comes in here while I'm streaming. What's up? Excuse me for a second.
Yo, what kind of dog you got?
She is a Korean Jindu mix. She's a little bit of a mix. So she got some.
All right.
Yeah. You don't
never heard of that dog before.
Yeah.
They're not a common dog, but they're
must be some Cali stuff since you're close to like Asia and shit.
They're cool. They're cool. No, it's really unique that we got her, but yeah, they're not common at all.
Yeah.
All right, girl, I'll get you. I'll be right back, guys. She wants outside.
No problem. Hey, Thomas Turner, I'm gonna post SJ's link for her channel right here in the chat, so it's available to you. Yeah, all of you guys. Highest of Stakes website update. Yes, go check out the website, guys. I forgot what they updated it with. They just called me to give me the rundown on the updates, and I totally forgot what on the website side was.
That's what that sound was.
Yeah. So go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Balliot Brand, thanks for the 1369. Motley is a great guy. Well, he's one of my favorite Hexicans, and I've always had a good time with him every time I've met him face to face. So, thanks, Motley, for the 3369. Brand, you're a great guy. You guys should just fight about who's the better Hexican, who's the better guy, who's the greater guy. Who's next, Brand? Yeah. It's your turn.
All right.
We're gonna end up getting up to 600K.
69. Yeah.
Another sponsor, another NASCAR race. Let's go.
Inviting Freedom just blew you a kiss, Valiant Brand. She says you're perfect, buddy.
Ooh. Did they meet in Vegas?
I wasn't going there with that, but
I heard she was giving out free like IV bags and stuff for you guys, so you could wake up.
I wasn't there. I had to travel, so it sucks that I missed it.
Dang.
So yeah, they did update this pretty cool. They got all kinds of still shots from new things. Oh, dude, there was a sleeper in the conference in the crowd. That was a plant for the movie. That was nice. It was one of the critics. I can't wait to give you guys more info on that, but you guys will see what's up. What's up. So, yep, we've got some really good stuff we're working on. At this point in time, we're still doing just a little bit of additional coverage on Hex and Hexicans. We did most of the interviews. Definitely got the exclusive coverage of Richard Hart. So we're about to hit post-production. You guys, we're looking for, am I okay to say Captain RG3 who we're aiming for? Because it's going to cost some money, and it's almost better to prime the community to let them know what we're going for.
I mean, you and I have both agreed on who our choice is, and I don't mind putting it out there.
That's the same one that Patrick likes too. So
yeah, I mean, I would. Let's make it happen, man.
He's super relevant right now, and we might have to. We're probably going to have to fundraise from the community, guys, because he's not going to be cheap. But we're already in negotiations.
He's a pirate in his industry, man. I just freaking love him, man.
Yeah,
he's a pirate.
So we're looking at Ryan Reynolds, guys, as the guy to do the narration.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. He's funny.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing is that we know that if we give him somewhat of a loose script, that he'll take it and he'll add his wit to it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep. Can't beat that.
So we talked about like Morgan Freeman and James Earl Jones, but those guys are dry, man. They're old and dry. We need someone who's relevant and young. So
and Morgan Freeman's just like $1 billion, man. Like you gotta like we'd have to give him like equity in the trust or some shit like that,
Yep.
Well, look, if you think about it.
Let's be honest. with all you ugly ass mugs on this film, we got to put some sex appeal in it. So we gotta get some Ryan Reynolds on there for the ladies. So
Yeah.
and Hexy Quinn. Yes.
There you go.
And maybe we can get some free Mint Mobile airtime. That's right. So that's one thing that I brought up. I said Ryan Reynolds, he's tech savvy. He owns a telecommunications company. He bought Mint Mobile not too long ago. He's super relevant right now. He's a free guy. He's a digital character in a movie. He's got a new one, Project Adam, coming out. Or the Adam project that's coming out that's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. That's where we're trying to get picked up, is through Netflix. Like, there's a lot of things playing in our favor if we go for him. But you guys, he's not going to be cheap. So just priming you guys that there will be an ask from the highest of stakes pretty soon.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad Motley. If Motley approves,
if Motley approves, we're good, right?
I'm
There's 3
certain with
steps
it.
of approval right there.
There you go.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, SJ. I wasn't meaning you. I meant the other 99% of the people that were there that were men. So that's what I meant. So I was not speaking about you. So, I mean, RG was there. I mean, say no more, right?
Pretty much.
Just say it. Just say it. I know. You're prettier than my ugly mug. I know what you're gonna say, Captain.
I didn't say a word. Nor do I have to. My hair is flying all over the place. The dance. Speaking of the dance floor, so what did she signed what now on the dance floor?
Well, she signed the release. She said NDA, but it's a release. It's the release to be in the film. So.
Yeah. Everybody was signing the releases all over the place. Yeah. Yep. There's going to be a probably scene in the movie where we're on the dance floor because we were tearing it up out there.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying, I need some more content of Richard Hart dancing so I can have my ape dancing, Richard Hart dancing, and start making some TikToks and going viral.
Yep.
I got it planned out already.
I got it planned out. You take 2 people dancing together, it's going to be hilarious.
I'll tell you what. Every time the Hexicans get together, we probably have a pretty good dance off. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wales let me tonight. Wales let me off the leash. It was like a
flood.
Wales let me off the leash. Dude, I didn't even tell you everything I want to tell you. I didn't even tell it all. I didn't even tell it all.
You can't tell it all.
I know.
Not tell it all.
Man,
don't worry.
Man,
there is more coming. It's gonna be like a freaking, it's gonna be like raining hellfire. Like, people aren't gonna know what happened, and all I'm gonna say is I fucking told you so.
Yes.
Done told you.
Yep.
Yo, Wales is a modern day philosopher. As soon as he gets in them Twitter spaces, I swear, just everybody flocks to him. And then he gets up there and preaches for probably 30 minutes, and everybody's just like, "Oh my God." Bro, that's all they do. It's the same thing every time. They're like, "Wales just came in here." And I was like, yeah, great fucking guy. Bro, I'm telling you guys, if anybody wants to,
told you,
everybody wants to get famous, who has more than 5,000 followers or something, go hit up them Twitter spaces, man. We're out there grinding every day. As soon as we see Richard pop in, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be able to ask Richard Hart a question." And I've asked him 2 questions, but I've sent him about 50 DMs. He ain't answered a single DM. But guess what? He answered 2 of my questions in a Twitter space because everybody kept telling me how, Pulse Chain is going to be great. Guess what? Low gas fees for NFTs. And I was like, there's Polygon. All right. No gas. You don't have to pay shit. But guess what? You go to OpenSea and look at the top 100, NFT projects. They're all Ethereum. I was like, yo, Richard came in. I was like, what do I sell them on? And he was like, yo, it's the same code. Guess what? You know, they literally have the same code. They got to change a couple lines, and then they can vertically scale, you know, on Pulse Chain. They don't have to worry about that slap together, you know, spaghetti code that Solana has that's always down. Hell, I just went to try and send an NFT on Polygon right now, and it said, oh, we're under maintenance. I'm like, shit, thought we were supposed to be open 24 hours, boys. You know, apparently not. You know,
I thought they got hacked. Wasn't it Paulie that got hacked just the day before yesterday or
I don't
something?
know what happened. But they were down for like a whole half a day or something.
Yeah, something bad happened. Something real bad
yeah. So like whenever it comes to like these other coins and stuff like that, you know, they're out there trying to innovate, trying to move forward. But guess what? They're just slapping shit together. We already have Ethereum.
Or quitting before it even becomes adopted, like Phantom. That's funny as hell.
Yep.
Andre just quits and walks away. So he was already halfway quit anyway.
Wow.
So,
well, they just netted what? How many millions off that?
It's the guy that did Yearn, Andre Conje or whatever. Yeah, he just walked away from Phantom. It's pretty much a ghost chain
they
now.
were doing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Yep.
Oh wow. Well,
yeah, I tell people about these NFT projects every single day. So the biggest thing we're seeing most recently is now that celebrity influencers are getting into it and stuff like that. Pretty much what's happening is they're dropping about, you know, a couple $100,000 to $1 million worth of advertisement, and they're netting 30 million and then just walking away.
Oh, remember that? I seen a AVAX advertising in the train the other day. I sat next to the picture. I was like, "Yo, look at this bullshit."
Sent me a picture of this. He goes, and he's just like laughing.
Yo,
he's like, just
ghost
wait.
chain. Like, yo, people really. I saw this tweet today, and I was just laughing my ass off because people think they know so much that they're so busy not looking at what's actually happening, and they're missing the big picture. I mean, you got people thinking that, you know, Pulse Chain is not going to be just a copy paste of some ghost. It's not just going to be a ghost chain. It's literally replicating the system state of Ethereum and launching it entirely brand new. So you're giving a whole network of human beings which love free shit more free shit.
I like free shit.
What do you think is going to happen?
Sure, I do too.
Like, well, I'm gonna tell you what. Me and RG do too. RG doesn't even have to say anything because every person loves free shit. So everybody's gonna run over here and say, "Give me some of that free shit." That's it. So, you know, people are gonna go ahead, click. They're gonna be like, "Hold on, the fee is what?" And everything is here already. Hold on, what's going on here? They're gonna start connecting some dots.
I'm gonna have to show so many people how to add. I'm gonna have to show so many people how to add a custom RPC to their MetaMask. Though it's gonna be unreal.
There's instructions for that. You know, you can Google MetaMask adding RPC network or whatever. Or nowadays I'm seeing like Hedron, they got a button for that. You don't even got to show them that. Or there's chainlist.org. You can add it that way. They don't even have to do anything. They're just clicking a button on that website and it adds it for them. So there you go. There's a solution you don't gotta worry about because that could be a pain in the ass trying to get people to read all these different steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're not even used to reading anything, let alone following instructions. So that's a solution right there. Chainlist.org.
Yeah, Free Pulse IO, if they have their DApp, wherever you can go in there, connect to, freepulse.io, add that custom RPC, and then bam, hit their little, faucet. That could change the game.
Yeah, that's it. That reminds me. I like to, every time I remember, hit up the testnet faucet because you never know. You might try to play games like, oh, since you were getting testnet Pulse, you get to get a copy of that too, because you were helping the network. You never know, man. People are crazy. Richard Hart is crazy too. So you gotta take advantage of that.
Thanks, Robbie. Appreciate it, brother. DS bringing the truth, respect, KNTX, RG3 and Wales. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just trying to help everybody, man. I mean, everybody wants to, live good.
I really do want to help out Hexicans, but I mean, it's not. It doesn't have to be.
Easy.
So, well, it's definitely not easy, man. I'll tell you what, it's been a hell of a stressor in my life. That's for damn sure. But it's not 100% just, out of wanting to help everyone else. It helps me too, but they don't have to be mutually exclusive. That's the beauty of the things that we're building, is that we can all benefit from this. So it's worth our time to do, and it's definitely worth your guys' time to be. Dude, you got to change your fucking avatar, bro. Like,
you know his little pirate arms are not that big. Like, dude.
His little pirate arms, he says.
His little pirate arms are not that big.
Too funny, man. Little pirate arm. You got
Thanks, Gammy.
But-
Appreciate it.
So, when you sit here and think about what me and KNTX just did, it's our turn. There's going to come a point in time where somebody else is going to be able to be like, hey, I did this for the community, and it's going to matter.
Yep.
You just got to wait your turn, and when the timing is right, that's it, because that's all it is. This is a financial thing, and guess what? In order to make it real, you got to stand up that infrastructure that isn't there, and that's basically what we're trying to do. And that's gonna pump everybody's bags. And guess what? I got a lot of Hex, so yeah, let me pump my bag.
I want to pump my bags too.
Yeah.
Wait, we can't say that anymore, right? Little pirate arms. They're not allowed to say. Not allowed to say pump my bags anymore. We got to say something better. We gotta.
Is that true?
Appreciate the price.
Capital appreciation.
Capital appreciation. Thank you. That's the word we're looking for.
We need to try to attain capital appreciation, folks. And that happens by onboarding new investors.
Y'all got a lot of hate for that too. I remember when that crypto mountain tax advisor stuff launched.
Oh man,
Wales was tweeting more than Wales ever tweeted before in his life.
He was having fun with it. Is what Wales was doing.
Fun,
Wales was trolling like nobody's business.
It's
I didn't have
fun.
time for any of that stuff, but because we know what we're doing is right, and there's no taking advantage of it. Those go into their own separate reserve accounts that pay for their expenses for life. That's not profits for us here on our side. And tried to explain that, and then the argument didn't go away. So I said, "Oh, okay." So my grandmother taught me an old saying. She said, "If you're arguing with an idiot, two idiots are arguing. So just let there only be one side of the argument." So
that's it. That's a fact.
Yo, that's a good call.
Goodness,
got another from the party over the week here. And the event.
Little pirate arms.
What did I miss? What did I miss? I missed this whole thing with the little pirate arms.
So when you go off screen, an avatar pops up. It's not the little
Stop
pirate.
your camera for a second. Stop your camera.
No, that's Hexicans. I don't know why. Whenever I come back in here.
It's because they used it before. You gotta make sure to edit your audio avatar every time.
Let's see what we got here. There you go.
So, there's you go.
One.
So when Steak and Ape said that, that his little pirate arms aren't as big as that, right? I decided to change your name to Little Pirate.
All right,
arms.
big guy. All right, there you go. Thanks for the NFT. Nice having you.
I love it.
Yeah, you got some big arms, but we know what that's made of, right?
Funny, man.
All right, so at the event, we were honored at the event.
That's right.
By Maddie and the group, and if you can see this here, well, it's not going to focus on it because this camera. I don't have the settings right. But what it says is Discourse Syndicate itself, the streaming channel itself. That means all of you and everybody that supports it. Got the award for streaming, and and maybe they'll turn into gold later, like the Academy Awards. But it is a hexagon that doubles as a coffee coaster. It's got the little pads on the bottom, so if you don't want to hang it up on your wall, you can put your coffee cup on it. But it says Discourse Syndicate. Hex Award 2022 for the streaming award for streaming channel. That was what we got. And then we sweeped it. We got another award, and that was
that's 3.
I don't think anybody else got 2. We got 2. Maybe somebody got 3. But after we got 2, I was calling it a win. And this one was for me personally. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It says RG3 for leadership. And if I'm the leader of this thing, you guys are in big fucking trouble. So this is Captain, the Hex Award 2022, Captain RG3, and another. And I can put both coffee cups on there. But we got awards, and we appreciated it. Thanks, guys. Those are going to go, and these will go down in Hex history as our awards from the community.
We should physical NFT those on the Pulse chain. Auction them
I
off.
got you. All right.
All right, taking it. I'll get these 2.
You want a copy? I got you.
Hey, did you pick up my leadership award while you were there? Did you pick that up?
No, I didn't. I think it's in the box.
I'll never get it back.
Don't worry. I'll find a picture.
I didn't deserve that anyway. I was like, when I won.
No,
that,
you got Best Kept Secrets Award.
Yeah, right. That was for my.
And the award for Best Kept Secrets, KNTX.
That was for my OnlyFans, bro. That didn't have anything to do with the conference. So.
Yo, you don't even have to sell NFTs, man, with that OnlyFans.
Oh man, too funny, yo. Too funny.
Why? I don't know why. That's like the 5th comment I've seen about the guns going on the wall. You want the pirate guns on the wall? I gotta be careful. These are props. They're movie props. They're just movie props, guys. Don't share my YouTube channel.
They're not clear and safe.
Yeah, they don't like it when you do live. But these are fake blunderbusses, so yeah. But I've got 2 real ones, so I quit putting the real ones on there because I don't want to get us in trouble.
It was.
Definitely
I
don't
wish
want
I
to get
could
banned.
It was. Oh, that's a better way to state it.
Oh, I was trying to put it up.
It was the
No,
I
I was
wish
like
I could talk about it award goes to in anticipation. Everybody sat.
Well, I can't tell you. We'll talk about it later.
Literally.
No, man.
Oh, that one didn't go over real well in the UK. So I couldn't get I didn't want to take the guns into the UK when I went there for the event. So actually, Cy from Hex Toys got them for me and got them to London, and I used them there. And when I pulled them out on stage, people were gasping. Like, what the you should have.
Bunch of pussies, man.
It was even worse because I had to carry. So I'm out for the evening, and we went straight over to the club, the Club Sausage, and I had to go check my code in, and these 2 boxes, and I go up to the code check, and I put the code up there in the 2 boxes, and they're like, "What's these?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're just props." They pull them out, and they're like, I'm like, they're not real. They're not real.
Like that's what they're just props means.
This American just smuggled in a couple of blunderbusses into the UK.
That's so funny.
Like we haven't seen these since the turn of the 18th century. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's a war of 1812. Yeah.
Right. Or the 19th century, excuse me.
Oh shit.
Man.
Yeah, it's funny because well, everybody's eyes got big. I'm like, what? Like I didn't even.
Yeah, you didn't even recognize what the issue was.
No,
yeah,
I know.
There is no issue.
I carry a gun on my, concealed every day, so it didn't even register to me.
Yeah, I don't.
Yo,
I didn't realize it until afterwards how big
of a deal
odd it was to have those there.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't even hit me nothing at all. Yeah, until I heard about it, I was like, huh, that's odd. Yeah,
I mean, me and Wells and Hexo and KNTX got put in a cabin out in the woods, and people were like threw guns at us, like, "Here, you guys, these are for you for tonight."
Oh, dude.
And Wells was like, "Yeah, you know,
Shout out
I'm racking it up and putting it underneath the bed. I got you guys. Don't worry. You're good.
Shout out to Far Out Aliens. He
Or-
brings a
Far Out
freaking
Aliens.
arsenal when he
Brings-
picks us up. Yeah.
All right.
Here you guys. And then they stick us in a cabin in the middle of the woods, but they armed us, so we felt
Yeah, we
comfortable.
were
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
We were good.
I was like, I got
security.
I got ex-army and 2 crayon eaters here. I'm safe. So.
Exactly. Don't even need me. The crayon eaters are sufficient.
Yo, could you only imagine if Hex Joker went, what he would have got hit with?
Right.
That shit could have been weird. Yo, I love Hex Joker. He started coming in spaces and shit like that. I'm bullshitting back and forth, but I just can't picture him. Like, can anybody like picture Hex Joker right now, or is it just me?
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like,
I can picture him with and without costume because I've seen him both.
Yeah.
oh, see, I've only seen him costume. I haven't been able to see him yet, like in
That's
person.
why.
I talk to this guy like probably every couple days, you know, in Twitter Spaces and stuff like that. I'm like, I just want to know what this guy looks like, you know.
He's a stud, dude. He's a really
Is he?
the women
Is
freaking fall all over him. Yeah.
Yo, that's what he
he's a
said in the
good-looking dude.
Twitter space.
He's a good looking dude. He is.
That's
Oh,
what he
wasn't
said. That's what he said. That's that just reminds me of what is the Halloween special for Shrek, where they're like, "Oh, but you are so adorable," to the gingerbread man. He goes, "That's what I keep telling them."
Oh man. Oh, hey, you
Oh,
know
did
today.
he? Like Secret's calling him out. Oh, did he?
Oh man. Yeah, good times ahead, man. Good times ahead.
Yeah, I love this. When we're in our element as a community, and we're just laughing, joking, and having a good time, man. You can't beat this community, man. This is
Can't be beat.
that we're life can drag you down. You can get stuck in your house without your rights for a year and a half, 2 years, depending on where you're at. You can have the government spit out all this extra money and devalue the money sitting in your bank account. But at the end of the day, there's a light like this community that can just keep you laughing and keep you on the edge of your seat, like trying not to pee your pants because you're laughing so hard. And I love that. I love that about this community, man. We really do have a great community. My only ask to the community is stop with the personal insults against each other. Let's just, if you don't agree on something, that's fine. But let's get back to being the laughing, joking community that we are. Because you guys really want to pump your bags? People are looking to become part of that. They want that kind of community. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves, where everyone feels inclusive and can have a good time together. And that's really, I think that's our biggest sales point as Hexicans. We need to get back to that, guys.
Yeah, and you know, I go back to it again, and when it's funny when you're in all these chat rooms and this Twitter bullshit, and it's real easy to be a tough guy and talk shit to each other and all that crap. But you know what I usually find that happens, and it's what Mike Tyson says. You know, everybody's a bad motherfucker until you get punched in the face, right? And everybody talks a bunch of shit until you get right in front of somebody, and it's time to reveal the truth, and it's time to look in each other's eyes and have a conversation. And then that's when you realize you really care about each other, you know, and you really like each other, and you really have about 90% of the same beliefs, and the 10% of the shit that we don't believe, that we don't agree upon, is just bullshit anyway, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Everybody that I ran into, and even people that I've had disagreements with, or they've disagreed with the things that I've done, we got along. We had a good time, you know.
Y'all must have forgot how many times I got to tell y'all. RG3 done told you, Wales done told you, KNTX done told you, Taking Apes done told you, with the best.
Everybody.
Let's go. Yo, I definitely love this community, and I was trolling the hell out of everybody whenever we had that great divide probably about maybe a month ago. You know, Hex is going down. Everybody's building these new projects. Everybody's looking for somebody to blame back and forth. And then I listened to RG3 on one of these streams. He's like, "Hey, mother," and just starts yelling, going in. He was like, "We're supposed to build." He's like, "Richard told us to build. Like, keep building." I'm like, nobody actually like listens to Richard Hart like all the way throughout. Like, you know, if you got to listen to them key little details that he says. He wants us to build. You know, we got a layer one. We got one of the largest dexes, you know, pulling all the liquidity from everyone. You know, we're going to have a layer one. We're going to have a DEX. Guess what? We don't want them to be ghost chains. If nobody's if nobody's building on these things, guess what? You know, 90% of small businesses fail. If you already found Richard Hart, cool. But, you know, give them some common courtesy. You know, that's why I slapped the PFP, you know, of a monkey on my profile picture. That was the biggest troll in the world. I literally said I'm forking Bored Ape Yacht Club and I'm turning it into Richard Hart Yacht Club. That's how.
All right, Ross. You deserve. You got your ban for the evening. There you go. Time out.
What did Ross say?
I missed it.
He said he's sorry that he bought 10 of my NFTs and burned them, sent them to the burn address.
Yo, I give them bitches out for free every day.
He's been trolling me all night, just asking for a spanking.
He just wanted the physical NFT because if they sell out, then they're gonna make them in the actual plastic. So
yeah,
that is true.
And if we ever get out of this Hex bear, I'll buy the rest of them myself.
Yeah, I just want
because I want to have mine really done as a real toy before KNTX gets his. I have to have the real physical toy before KNTX has his NFT.
If mine ever drops,
say no, you're still not equal, bro. You're still.
If mine ever drops, I'm gonna go ahead and buy all mine first day. So I've got money. I've got money allocated on the side just for if I ever get a toy myself.
This man wants some dolls. All right, please, Hex Toys, give him some dolls.
Grown men loving to play with the dolls, bro.
Yeah. Will you take it out of the package? That's the question.
No, hell no.
Oh, no way.
No, it'll
you
stay.
learned your lesson from younger, you know. So that's why I like to talk shit with people back and forth about like NFTs and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, these guys are literally pulling out your heartstrings, you know, with this rarity feature, you know, that makes it intrinsic value of it and stuff like that. Because guess what? There's only one holographic card. You remember opening up them Pokemon cards or baseball cards or something like that, and they had the holographic one. That was the one you were looking for. Yeah. Yo, they're doing the same shit with NFTs and like all these nerds that are in the NFT game. They're like, oh shit, I play with Pokemon cards and I play with them hard. Guess what? They're all tore up and stuff now. They're not that level 1, you know, grade and can sell for $1,000. That's why they're buying all these NFTs just so they can hodl them. They're like, I messed up when I was younger, you know.
Right. That's funny. I never knew that. I never thought about that. That's a good point.
Oh man, I tell people this all the time in like Twitter spaces and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, I give you away NFTs for free. Why are you buying my NFTs? You know, and you know they still do it. You know, and I'm like, hey, that's just like people having their tip jar open. You know, stuff like that. Don't hate on people building out here, all right? You know, don't hide behind a shadow and stuff and then, you know, just try to rip them a new one on Twitter and stuff like that, you know. Eventually, we'll start arguing in person again. I don't know when that's going to be, you know, maybe in another couple of years. But
whoa. That still hasn't been found, so it can't be confirmed that it exists. And it was a long time ago, so I'm sure it's like in the stack over there with I don't know, some of the old porn stars. It's got to, you know.
That's a dirty pirate.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't want to know.
You know, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed, even with all the dumbass talk that we have on here. How many women actually are a part of this community? It is so cool.
And I'll tell you what, That is one of the shout outs that I have to give. My hat is off to the Hexicans. You've finally done it. Club Sausage had ended over this Vegas weekend. I got to admit, every event that they had a lot of lady Hexicans were there, wives were there, girlfriends were there, friends of girlfriends, and it was very nice to see the mixes in the room and all of the guys actually having. Look at Sequoia Stone. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very nice. So all of these folks were there and ladies involved, and it was very cool. Now, I won't say what party it was, but I'm telling you, that back bathroom, that you guys got to knock that stuff off. You can't even yeah. There was this large bathroom, and they turned it into a party, and because it was all marble, there was a certain kind of smoke that just stayed in that bathroom. And
was there bubbles?
All you had to do was walk in there, and it was a party. That's for sure.
But the wives and girlfriends were kept separate.
But it was really nice to see. Oh, the bathroom.
Oh, yep. The bathroom. Good party.
And there were some Hexicans that never came out of there.
Oh, for
right,
real?
Bluey? Not calling anybody out, but I got to meet Blue Bum. That was really cool. Cool.
You see the Omega 369 guy in the comment section right now?
What? No, I didn't see that. Where's that?
He said the Hedron price target this year. So I got a screenshot from the artist that made your work and stuff like that. He said release the Kraken, and that inspired the entire NFT that got made for you.
That is cool.
Nice.
He literally sent me that picture probably like 3-4 hours ago, and I was like, who the hell is Omega 369? I was like, is that another name for, RG3 or something? And he's like, nah, it was just somebody in the comment section. I was like, all right, we'll roll with it. Let's go, bud.
Yeah, no, we used to say that when we were in the D Live days, when we'd had this treasure chest to open up at the end of the stream. So they'd always say, release the Kraken. And that was open in the treasure chest. That was one of the sayings that we used to do. So I don't know if you picked it up from that. Yeah. All right, guys. It's been 2 hours. It's a great FN Hangout. We want to thank you all for coming and being with us tonight. And we will be, we've got streams going on all the time. We'll see you next Friday. No more announcements for a long time, I'm sure. You're just going to get KNTX telling you that he cannot tell you what's coming up. So thank you guys. We'll see you. Wait, did you have something to say?
No.